Hi guys, it's me Tech Marlos, and today we're taking a look at something that's not just a TV. It's an experience. This right here is the massive 110-inch Ultra HD 4K TV. And trust me, calling this thing a TV almost feels like an understatement, because once you sit in front of it, you realize it's way more than just a screen. It's like stepping into another world. So, let's start with the basics. This is a 110-inch Ultra HD 4K display with a resolution of 3840 by 2160 pixels. On paper, that might sound like a number we're used to hearing, because yeah, 4K resolution has been around for years. But here's the catch: when you stretch those 8.3 million pixels across a screen this size, what you get isn't just another 4K TV. You get a wall-sized cinematic panel that makes everything feel larger than life. And honestly, that's the main appeal of this display. It's not just about picture quality, it's about scale. When you turn on a movie, a sports game, or even a YouTube video, you're not just watching it, you're in it. And that's exactly the vibe this 110-inch panel delivers. Picture quality-wise, it's sharp. Ultra HD resolution on a panel this big could have been risky if the processing wasn't up to the task, but this TV is backed by a high-performance picture engine that handles upscaling like a champ. So even if you're not watching native 4K content, you're still going to see crisp detail, vibrant colors, and a level of immersion you just don't get on smaller panels. Now let's talk about brightness and contrast. One of the standout things about this display is how it handles HDR content. Blacks are deep, whites are bright without being overexposed, and the colors pop in a way that feels natural but still cinematic. Watching nature documentaries feels like opening a window into another world, and gaming? Gaming feels insane. Imagine firing up your console or PC and seeing your favorite open-world game stretched out across 110 inches of 4K glory. That's not just entertainment, it's an event. The viewing angles are solid, too. You don't get the washed-out look when you move off-center, so whether you're watching solo or with a room full of friends, everyone gets a good seat. And speaking of a room full of friends, let's be real, this thing was made for a home theater setup. It's not just a casual living room TV. At 110 inches, it dominates the space, and that's exactly the point. This is about creating a big screen experience at home without needing a projector. One thing I really appreciate is how versatile the content experience is. This display isn't locked into one ecosystem. It's designed to handle movies, streaming services, sports, gaming, presentations, or even just functioning as a massive monitor. Whether you're binge-watching Netflix, streaming YouTube, or hooking up your console, it adapts seamlessly. And with its high-performance processing, switching between content types feels smooth and responsive. Another big question I had before testing was, how does it handle motion? Because motion blur can absolutely kill the experience on larger screens, but this panel handles fast-moving content like sports and action movies with ease. The refresh rate and motion interpolation make sure everything looks smooth without overdoing that soap opera effect. So whether it's a car chase, a football game, or just scrolling through menus, it's snappy and clean. The sound experience is also worth talking about. While most ultra-large TVs usually lean on external sound systems, this one actually delivers a surprisingly immersive audio experience out of the box. The built-in speakers produce clear vocals, decent bass, and a good sense of depth. Of course, if you're setting up a full home theater, you'll want to pair it with a surround sound or soundbar system, but even without that, it holds its own. Now, let's talk design. Because yes, this is a massive piece of hardware, but it's also sleek. The bezels are ultra-thin, which is crucial when you're dealing with a display this big. You don't want thick borders breaking the illusion of immersion, and thankfully, that's not an issue here. From a distance, it almost looks like the picture is floating on your wall. And speaking of mounting, you can wall mount it if you're going